Hello everyone, welcome back again to Spiritual Growth Tarot. I'm Denise, and this will be Donald John Trump's, I'll probably use the Kipper. Anyway, it'll be his reading for July. I want to check in and see how things are going to be going for him legally. So anyway, without further blabbing on, you know my opinion is always going to come through anyway. So let me bring the other camera over my table here and grab the cards and get this going. And big hugs to you, by the way. Hope you're all doing really well, and have a wonderful Independence Day. Okay, so if you're in the USA. But anyway, hold on. Okay, so I'm going to use Carol Marchetti's Kipper. Or Ciro. It's Ciro Marchetti. I always say his name wrong. Ciro. Okay, anyway. Into Flump. Into Flump land. What's Mr. Flump going to be experiencing for the month of July? Okay. I am going to do 2 rows of 7. There's our top row. What's going to be coming through for him? 2, 3. Okay. Oh, he showed up right there. Okay. So let me get these lined up for you here. So let's see. So unexpected income, which doesn't really mean money. Ooh, courthouse, family room. Whoa, dude's got, he's got, looks to me like the DOJ and the, well, this could be J6 and DOJ, and this could be the IRS. Gift and marriage. Okay. Boy, this just barely fits. All right. And then he shows up, and he's not at the top row where he's in control. He's down at the bottom, and all of these cards, I'll just lay them behind. All of these cards behind his back, it's coming up behind him, and he doesn't see it. How do you like that one? That one spells out subpoena. Well, let's dive a little deeper in it. Okay, so actually, let me bring him down just in case things get cut off. Try to scooch these over. Okay, so right back dab in the center, we have with adjudication card, this is being examined for something. This is our card for judges, investigators, tax examiners, right? Things like that. Someone who makes a decision for you, and there's often a demand. So I wasn't asking about, I was thinking I would go, at first I was thinking I would go into July in his future and let it go however I wanted, but then when I was shuffling the cards, I started feeling like, no, let's just look at what he's, or when I was choosing the cards, I was grabbing the box, the Kipper box here, I was thinking, now let's just see what he's going to experience for this month. We'll change it up a little bit. Because we know he's going down. I mean, I can't keep getting all these awful, awful cards every month and not have it happen at some point. It's just, he's the master of delaying things. So anyway, so there's examinations into him and his family, immediate family. And he's going to be experiencing ways to strategize how to get out from this issue here, I'm thinking. Marriage doesn't have to be his marriage. This would be people he's in bed with. People, it's our partnership card, basically. It could be a business partnership. And so who he's bonded with will be giving him strategies as to how to handle these examinations. If it's into Trump.org, because we know he has all those lawsuits. I remember that video I did a while back about the outcome of all his legal issues. I went down a list. So we have Fani Willis in Georgia going after him because of Raffensperger. We have, oh my goodness, we have so many different things going down the line for him. J6 is the main thing. I keep thinking that it's January 6th committee and the Georgia case is what's going to get him the hardest. But then his whole, I do believe that his whole Trump International organization will be, I do believe that all of their assets will be seized by the IRS eventually. So, and it doesn't matter that Alvin Bragg isn't working on it because there's too many others that are working on too many different things. In fact, you know what? Hold on. I remember now. I screenshot it. No, I didn't screenshot. I took a picture. Oh, here it is. Right there. I was watching Rachel Maddow, and this popped up on the screen, so I took a picture. So he's in trouble for the Fulton County, Georgia criminal investigation. That's Fani Willis about trying to overturn the election, and trying to get those 11,780 votes. And then the New York AG is after him for into the family business. Manhattan DA is after him for criminal indictment into the family business. So we've got civil and criminal there in the state of New York. And then federal, oh, come on. Here we go. And then federal, I'm going to hold my finger on it so it doesn't go away. So what does that say? Federal criminal investigation into his media business. Ooh, that's something that I didn't even know about, something new. And then Trump lawyers are under investigation, are Jeffrey Clark and John Eastman have had their homes searched, homes and phones searched. So that's going on, right? And I think that that's why we have both of these. So for the month of July, I believe some charges are being pressed. That's why we have these cards. Some charges are being pressed, and it's getting right into his intimate circle of people who've helped him, who have given him the gift, who's bonded with him and given him the gift of strategizing the whole plan. This also includes his family business. And so, yeah, charges are going to be brought against him. Or at least if it doesn't come out in July, at least there'll be, the process of getting the charges pressed against him will definitely still be, happening. But usually this card is all about, something was discovered or some big decision came down. And the same thing with this card here too. So we have both of those. And over here, we have the rules and regulations and, like military, something, and this is our card for politics, something that somebody's responsible for. And this is like, oh no, it's a subpoena. He's not going to like that. A subpoena that has to do with rules and regulations. This could even be, more about like everything in the Willard Hotel war room, Steve Bannon bullshit. And they're successful. Okay, so the people who are in charge are going to be very successful. And with the mature man up here, it doesn't have to be a man. but this could be something that teaches him, because all this is coming up behind his back, and this is one of the teacher cards. So it's possible that he experiences, because remember, the whole, the way I shuffled the cards with the question changes the context of everything. And I'm asking what he's going to experience. I think he's going to be learning, and it's going to be a big, awful situation for him to go through this. But I think he's going to be learning that he can't be mentally ill and still try to be in charge, right? And I think he's also going to be distracted, highly, highly distracted. These two cards together, if it's a health issue, this card, a person, this is a loss because of your health, but it's also a down patch, something's weak. He's weak, of course. But this card brings in where you're receiving, you've got a loss coming in because you haven't been responsible. This is all behind his back. Now, if I read it coming from a different context, because I was asking what would he experience, this could be, same thing, subpoena or sad news, and this could be Melania with his marriage, if I were going to read it from that angle, and something that he's responsible for he doesn't like. I've always seen them getting divorced at some point, or they're separated and they don't really live, they just don't live together, but she gets her cash because, that's life when you're just a hoe bag. So anyway, but then again, who knows? Maybe she's making buku bucks with like some ridiculous perfume or makeup line, whatever, because it's always about making money. But so yeah, this feels more like the gift of all the bonds who helped him, and then he's receiving this sneaking all behind his back, where people are all tied together to support bringing him down, leveling him down, and no longer getting away with this stop the steal, thievery, baloney, malarkey, as Biden would say. And this is all sneaking up behind his back. This is the worst. If this card would have landed over here, then he would be looking at all of that ahead of him, but at least he would see it coming. He doesn't see this coming because he's so mentally ill and out of it that he needs to be taught a hard lesson. And notice that it knights, the lesson knights to a decision being made against him, for him. It's very unexpected. This does not have to be money, but it could be a decree that comes down that says, dude's got to pay some money. Sometimes this card is about a big change in your finances. It's usually good, though. But because it's touching the thief card, that completely negates, right? When you have a close by card. And this courthouse card here, combining these two together, and then especially with the bookend here from the marriage partnership card together, this feels to me like these are the people he's been in bed with to grift. And, the January 6th committee is all over that. They have proven so much already. And combined with the courthouse and the gift here, the gift of him learning that the rules and regulations, he's going to get a wealth of lessons in the fact that there are rules and regulations in our Constitution, And this would actually be the card for the constitutional, the Constitution itself, the document. Yeah, and then this combo here. So I'm going back and forth and combining cards here. So with the courthouse and the gift, yeah, it just feels. I feel like it's just, the discovery process keeps coming through and bringing in more information, and it keeps tying together the family and the strategy, and not just the family, but this could be literally the war room, and this could be all these people that he's been in this negative bond with. And all of this is going to be coming out exposed. And he's going to be seen for the deceptive thief that he is, the negative person that he is, the energy vampire that he is, that just tried to suck everything he could out of the United States of America just all for himself. And he's not going to like experiencing all of this. Not at all. Okay, so that's so these cards, all of these cards are not good, and this is especially not good for his legal situation for the month. So next, what I want to look at is, I don't know, I might use a tarot just for fun to see how he's going to be feeling. But mostly, what I want to see is, I'm going to use this little. It's the Maybe Lenormand. It's this little deck here by Ryan Edwards, if you've never seen it. But most of you know that I use it all the time. So I want to look at what is the J6. I'm going to do 21 cards here, actually, and make them fit somehow. And I want to see what the January 6th committee is going to bring through. Maybe we'll have some more surprises. But what can we expect for the month of July to come out about him? It might be more of the same, but let's just get the whole picture. What will the January 6th committee bring out? It's kind of funny, but not funny. You know what I mean? Like not funny in a funny way. But it feels like they are examining. Well, this is probably what they've been doing all along. But I was really getting a feel into like the whole committee. It's like they're just poring over documents, tons of documents, and I'm sure they've been doing that all along. So, but I really felt it this time. Okay. Let's see, I'm not sure, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, okay. So these two, so here we are, I'm going to call this Liz Cheney and this Benny Thompson. But, it could be the stand-in for, let me scooch these up as far as I can. This could be the stand-in for, Adam Kinzinger, and then we also have Jamie Raskin, and there's a lot of them, so maybe I'll just... Ooh, yeah. This is, and it could be, the whole process of, because with the moon, we're in that whole area of bringing it together on, the hearings, the video, film. They're going to have, so maybe they'll have footage from that documentarian that we haven't seen yet, unless we watch it on some other channel. I can't remember it was on Discovery. If you guys, I've got plenty of room here. Okay. If you guys are subscribed to like Discovery Plus or something, I haven't checked that out. There's there's a guy that followed Trump around and videotaped everything, of course. And so there's a documentary. Oh wait, I needed to draw one more card. I miscounted. Okay. All right. Ooh, so what's going to be broken? Broken, open, shattered. Stuff with overseas. Wow. And the four corners are really important. Okay. Oh, it's actually this one right here. Well, the card doesn't really have much of a meaning, though. So maybe I'm just in the wrong area. Now, seduction. Yeah, that's kind of what I was feeling. Okay, so I'll just leave them both there and kind of combine it. This is just more like short term and kind of a crush. And then this is absolute like seduction. Okay, so but opening up the reading, so I'll read it a few different ways. This may take a little bit of time, but it's okay. It'll be worth it. So the sun brings in, shining the light, revealing things. Okay, so they're going to be revealing all the action, all the work, all across the land. And the way things moved quickly. Now, this could be more revelations about the people that helped get people to the Capitol and actually, like paid money to get people to the Capitol. And it's possible that this could be something to do with Jenny Thomas and Clarence Thomas, even though he's supposed to stay out of stuff, but he doesn't. Let's look at the corners. So the reputation, so they're going to be showing us that the reputation and honor. Now these two cards together are like the big old bloviating bag of hot air that Trump is. They're both hot, and this just keeps whipping it up. And this is abuse. And there were abuses to trying to get people in to the Capitol. Yeah, and of course, he's still so pissed off. Here's his card. He was so pissed off that the crowd was small. Oh, God. Oh, okay. So anyway, reputation, honor. They're going to be awarding us with the revelation of the abuses, and this would have to do with all the people that cared. This is a foreign connection here, but it's also enterprise. And then all the people who cared and were seduced. And maybe the enterprising people of, we've already gone through the Oath Keepers and the Proud Boys and all that. That's out and they're already sentenced. So this could be something more about a foreign connection then. That's very possible. Wow. Okay. So that kind of frames it in. If I add these, just this border here, it would be revealing the opportunities over social media and this clan. This is a clan card. The clan of 45 and all of his partnerships and the choices they made, and the fraud, and the this little guy, the Fox, he's a little assassin. So this is the hang Mike Pence and shattering everything, and then of course the seduction of Trump to do all this, and this risky behavior that it brought. They're going to reveal all of that. So they have already. So they're just going to keep it. They're going to keep working on it. They're just going to keep revealing it and remind us. They're going to keep repeating it because that's how we learn. We have to hear things a few times, right? I mean, that's how we learn. I mean, I can't tell you how many times I've forgotten important details that it's like, oh yeah, that's right. I'll hear it on the news and go, I totally forgot about that one, because there's just been so darn much, right? So darn much. Okay, so let's keep going. When it comes to this frame over here, I think we're going to have a deeper understanding, because this little card's ruled by Jupiter on the 9th house. So to me, it's like there can be a deeper understanding of how he was able to seduce and get people to care for him. Wow. Even at the point where he's saying, "Hey," I mean, they were coming for Pence, and he allowed that and thought that was just fine. So they're going to talk more about that. Okay, because that's, the partnership there. This is all about Flump and his partnership with his little assassins. Maybe that's why we had the Cupid card, because Cupid's like fickle and a crush kind of a thing, and it's something short term. And, this is part of his cult following, where they have had a crush on him. They'd do anything he said. He told them, we were going to the Capitol. We're going to the Capitol. And then he's so pissed off that he couldn't go. Oh, my goodness. Wow. I heard one on the news this morning, I heard one FBI officer speaking to the fact that she said that if those Secret Service agents, so what's that guy's name? Like Robert or Bobby? It was Bobby Engel was the guy that Trump, tried. He grabbed the wheel, tried to grab the wheel, and maybe that's what this is about here, because this is being on the road or trying to get to the road. And that guy, maybe they get testimony from that guy, because this is giving me that image of when oh my goodness, what's her name? Cassidy Hutchinson was explaining that Trump was trying to grab the wheel, and then Bobby Engel went like this and grabbed his hand. Right? This is all right here. Broke apart the whole thing. Maybe this is about breaking apart the crush that the Secret Service had on him. But anyway, back to what I was starting off with. She said that this former FBI agent said, if they had just gone and done what he said, it would have all been over, because they would have come down on him. Some other officials somehow would have come down on those that car that he would, was going in, or was trying to go in. It would have just all been, blown apart right then, and we wouldn't be having any of this going on, because it would have been awful. Would have been a really awful thing. But so basically, the Secret Service agents kind of protected him and his reputation by not letting him drive, not taking him over to the Capitol. And then, of course, it turns out he wasn't going to walk and expose himself that way or whatever. Or maybe they talked him out of it by then. I don't know. But anyway, that was a really interesting. I don't know her name. I think you can find it online, but it was really interesting. I saw it on MSNBC this morning. Oh, you know what? I was up really early. It was probably on Morning Joe. So maybe if you look online or look on YouTube and see if there's a little clip there. Because I might be missing parts of it, but I was like, whoa. And it sounded like she knew what she was talking about. So anyway, so back to January 6th committee for July. Well, now, this could be the limousine kind of a thing, right? And then this would be the obstacle of Secret Service. This would be the actual place of the Capitol, right? If I had the house card, that would be it too. But this really brings it home because we're talking, where everyone gathered. The garden card is all about where everyone gathered. So I'm feeling in this situation here, this is Liz Cheney talking, because she's knighting here, so she's going to be talking a lot about that. And the fish brings in, this other knighting over to the fish card brings in the element of a lot of emotion. She's going to talk about, she's going to bring in some wisdom as to all the emotion and seduction. They're just going to keep nailing him, you guys. They're going to keep nailing him for inciting a riot. That's what it looks like to me. Because we've got the brains and the system. The brains and the system, the travel here, nights down here. Him trying to travel and then being blocked. They're going to go into more of, so we might have another surprise. We might not have to wait till like the middle of July. We may have another surprise revelation that they just whip up and bring out. And they've got video. I'm thinking they have video with the moon here. And all about the travel plans and choices. And the fraud and the deception. And everything that was just so wrong. And it's even further reiterated here. Like if we just go with this 9 box, this would be the issue at the Capitol riot. I mean, this would be the day, right? The so-called, like celebration for him, or the fight, the battle that he wanted to bring in. And the clan of people, right? And then this angle here brings it in again with hang Mike Pence. Oh my goodness, here's even a tree here. So more wisdom. They're going to bring in more wisdom. And this could be surveillance that he didn't know was on him. There's that possibility. Okay, interesting. So a lot of wisdom as to what he was actually really trying to create. So there'll just be more. It's going to be more of the same, and it's going to shatter. It's going to shatter some people who've been falsely believing, he was the guy in charge. Yeah, he's just the former guy now, of course. And then there's going to be those that are just, completely blocked and die hard. Now this card, the little mountain card, can also be a hidden enemy. So maybe they're going to reveal a hidden enemy. And it would have to do with some travel situation. So maybe this is Ginny Thomas and how she was working at cross purposes. If not, this could be the public. These people could stand in for so many people. It could be the public's. This could be Liz Cheney and all the men on that. This could be all the women on J6 and all the men. This could be the public's heiress. This could be Jenny Thomas because of these other cards here and all the deep-rooted plans for him in the partnership here. So here's a clue that, let me just read this in a different manner and let go of Liz Cheney, because we know Liz Cheney and Adam Kinzinger and Benny Thompson, we know who, they're going to be talking, they're going to be revealing things. So why would these cards show up here just to tell me that? Because we already know it. Ginny Thomas was in partnership with Flump. The public's heiress donated tons and tons of money. Hold on, I have notes. Hold on. I can tell you. Hold on. All right. The public's heiress who funded the Trump rally on January 6th also gave $150,000 to Republican AG groups which promoted the event in a robocall. Funding for the events in Washington on January 6th is the focus of the House Select Committee investigating the insurrection. The panel is also interested in the role state officials, including attorneys general, played in encouraging people to go to Washington and in support of former president, right? Efforts to overturn the election. Okay, so that was something that popped up that I thought would be good to save. Okay, so I'm thinking this is public's heiress and Ginny Thomas because of this partnership card, knighting. And they abused, and here's the people being brought in to the Capitol, support there, and because this card is about abuse and work to get it going. And they're hanging up here in control, and they're a bit of a hidden enemy, right? But all this is for Trump because of this diagonal here. And again, right, it's all going to be revealed. These they're going to prove some more people. They're going to bring in some more evidence about people. Because the handshake knights up here to the surveillance. This would be surveilling in this deck, and this would be wisdom, being aware of something, seeing something. We're going to see some things. And the seduction. But then on another level, the rose is a gift. This is a travel card. This is a travel card. This is a travel card. I really feel like this is the public's heiress up here. If it's not her, I don't know who else it would be. This could be a guy that paid money, spent lots of money, because and both of these cards are transactional by nature. Paid money to break apart everything, hang Mike Pence, get it going. This could be a guy who is in charge. So I don't know if I mean, there's so many of them, right? And then they all have pardons, Steve Bannon, Roger Stone. Yeah. Okay. So we're going to be seeing, we are going to be seeing the brains and the people, the brains behind the situation and the people and the transactional. They're just going to bring out more facts. And I think they have proof. Okay, so that's that for that one. The only other thing I want to do, sorry this is taking so long, but you can watch it in bits and pieces if you want. You don't have to watch it all together. I want to look and see. I'm going to use this mood tarot just for fun because it's funny. Let's see how Trump's going to be feeling for this month of July. And maybe some other people will come through. Maybe there'll be some other players. How's he going to be feeling? Let's just get a whole story for the month of July for like him and his cronies. Okay. I don't know how many I'm going to be able to fit. I'll just keep drawing them and see what'll fit and what won't. Money, money, money. I don't know what kind of a happy family we've got going on there. Okay, let's see. 1, 2. I might be able to fit 7. Good. Is that fucking Russia? Ooh. Oh, something from the past. Yeah, I can only fit 6. That's okay. Let me grab the 2 off the bottom. I can always draw more. Oh, lordy. Okay. All right. Oops. It's tricky getting this all in the viewfinder sometimes. I have to remember to always look up there instead of looking down at the table, and I want to just look at the cards. Okay, now I can see the cards. All right, so, well, they're going to be experiencing their wealth. The ones that are wealthy are still wealthy for now, but big change is coming. And they're going to just hang out within their wealthy families, the families that, you know, that's how they are. Suddenly, though, there's some leveling off. There's some maybe need for contemplation. And then here it says 1 sword down, nap time. Okay. This card says, it's all fun and sex games until you have to pee. Oh, God. Gross. Okay. I'm just thinking of these people. I was like, no, I don't want to think about them like that. Okay. But this is restrictions. This is your own little self-created prison that you're like viciously circling around. And this is usually a card of progress, but I read directionally, and the 8 of Wands with all this energy coming down, this can be a lot of news. Tons and tons of news that comes down about all this money and this happy family, you know, situation with Russia, with Putin, with money launderers. And because these are headed together. All the news. The 8 of Wands is all about news. It's also about changes that come in that are really, you know, they come in quick. They come in really quick. Sometimes this is a card of being drawn, really, really drawn to something. And what are they drawn to? Well, just progress. And again, this card says, right? But then, you know, this is so boring. I should go be a pirate, it says. That's the problem is that it's only love and, you know, being on your path and healing your soul that makes you feel like there's meaning in your life. And it's really not all about money. Whew. So they have to do all these crazy things in order to feel alive and to feel happy and to not be bored. When we're bored, it's because we're not feeling. So, but look at this combo here with an exchange of money in Russia. And I mean, and look at the red. This is, a big Russian hat, right? So, wow. I think this is kind of more, besides seeing what, how he's going to be feeling, this might be a little bit of a backstory around what he's going to be doing as well. Going towards the money quickly. Of course, he's going to need to take naps. And he's in his own self-created prison. Maybe he has trouble peeing. I'd be fine with that. I don't care about that. And then connections, but Putin's dying, so I don't understand that there. So this would have to be his fellow money launderers that he's connected to still, of course, because he's always been. And then moving forward, this one says it's called Chat of the Devil Cats, but usually, this is just like you're plodding along and you keep working. It says, listen, baby, I'm going to go to work all day, but when I get done, we're going to have a long, slow, boring night at home, okay? Yeah, he would be a boring guy to hang. Can you imagine hanging out with him? So he's going to be feeling bored. We've got cards that indicate boring if we just go with this deck because, you got to go with the deck that you're using. So he's going to be bored. He's going to feel betrayed. He knows by now that I think all of his kids have flipped on him. His adult spawn have flipped on him. Because we've gotten that so many times, haven't we? And, yeah. And maybe this card popped in here to remind us that, yeah, he did have major problems with his mother. Because, I think she was nuts. She had crazy hair like him. She had to have been nuts. And then he's going back to his childhood, wondering, but this combo here is like childhood wounding. But he's, this card says, remember how amazing being a child was? No. Okay. So this spells out dementia to me. This smells. Yuck. This spells out, oh God, I'm not even going to read this. This is awful. Yikes. No, don't even look at that. Forget about that. The Four of Wands is about this wanting, this is definitely like childhood wounding and wanting to like have a happy family, but he's not going to get that. Not with these cards around it. He's not going to get that. And then here, I'll move it and just do this. Like you couldn't rewind it and watch that. I mean, it was sitting there the whole time. But anyway, we have the Devil and the Knight of Wands. So he's going to be, I'm feeling like this has to do with, he's still going to feel bound. He's going to be constantly tempted and impulsive in his movements. Wow. Free weed and chocolate. Oh my goodness. My tail's on fire. Should we get going then? Nah, just pass the chocolate. Yeah, right? So this is him and his impulsiveness, his, impulse control disorder that keeps him addicted into whatever he's into. And, yeah. And, of course, his naps, just, yeah. So this is going to be, I mean, just these two cards alone is going to show you enough. Yeah. All right, I'm thoroughly disgusted. How are you guys feeling about it? My goodness. I think I'll stop here and go take a shower. Okay. Love you guys. Take good care. Bye.